As engineering students, we have a lot of things to do and very limited time. So we must make sure that our energy, our efforts, go into actually learning things rather than getting started. Because a lot of students have a problem with something called procrastination. Procrastination means that you want to study, you're very interested, but you feel like you have a mountain ahead of you. There are so many things you want to do, so that when you really are going to do it, you get this sudden urge to check Facebook or to do your dishes and things like that. Procrastination doesn't mean that we are bad people or that we are lazy. It just means that we haven't got very good routines in our daily life. Really efficient students who manage to get a lot of things done in limited time, they don't have that problem, not because they have stronger willpower, not because they are better people, because they are not. They have just set up, over time, a series of routines and habits that will guide them through the day. Studying comes effortlessly when you have a routine that every day tells you to go to a particular place that you love and that you can return to regularly and sit down and do something. There are a couple of methods, techniques that we can use to stop procrastinating. One method is make sure that you have a good place. Such places don't just appear, you need to select one, find one. A couple of places ideally that you can return to again and again and sit down and get peace and quiet, like a workplace. If you don't have a good place to go, then every day you have a new problem to solve, like where am I going to sit today? Efficient students study not for long periods of time, but rather in shorter sessions with breaks in between. And after each break, they will review what they just learned and check themselves. You shouldn't study for long periods. You should study often. The more often, the better. Another method is don't just wait for good time to magically appear. Make appointments. Learn to make appointments with yourself throughout the week and practice keeping your appointments with yourself. All those things that you would rather do instead of studying. Watching TV, going to the movies, call a friend, etc., eating candy. You can still do all that. It's no problem. That is not the problem. But do it as a reward after completing a goal that you have set up in advance. Never study too long at a time. Don't study for hours. If you're going to study for hours, you have to divide that time into manageable chunks of, say, 30 minutes. After a study session, you take a break, and then you have a new session, where you continue where you finished. That way, by studying in small sessions, short sessions, at a good place where you want to go, in a regular way, you will gradually get used to studying without procrastinating, and that is how the efficient students do it. When you have accomplished the goals that you set out to do. That way you can both have fun and finish your reading in time.